Welcome back to another live trading session, traders. Hope that you had an enjoyable trading day, and this is a great trading day, guys. And we're beginning. Thank you. You guys look at beginning another trading day, and welcome. Waiting on everyone to show up. This is another live trading session. We had a successful trade in our previous session, and I'm looking forward to see some new entries in this session here. Welcome. Yep. Back on trading, and here if you look at that, quite a few long week candlestick pattern at that level that you can see. We look at the daily chart here. This is the daily market structure, where the price action from the daily here, that you can see the price has tested this support, which is that the market if you look at from this support area here, there is a significant breakout that you can see. With this significant breakout here in that market, the price action may have moved back to the upside, which if you closely look at, you can see the market is maintaining its uptrending market structure. Now with this uptrending market structure, as the market is trending here, and we are looking at for a possible entry here in this market for another wave of move here in this market. So the market structure that you can see is showing up to be, if you look at that, overall bullish. And with this bullish market structure, the price action is possibly to break that high here, or what I think that the market might be here even crossing further upside here in this market. So the key here is not to, that confused with the trend, but to find out that lower time frame and the higher time frame setup that can give you a high possibility trade entry here in this market. So closely look at here, what you can see that this is the 4-hour market structure that you can see from here. All right, and this is the 4-hour market structure, where with this 4-hour market structure, the price action here shows that overall trend in this market to be, if you look at that overall bullish trend, where the market structure maintaining that series of higher low, which series of higher low shows that the price might be here creating an upside bias, which we could see the price action to break that support and potentially to continue to rise here to create a new higher high in this market. So let's see that how the price action is evolving here over time. We would see that here in this market. Let me know, guys, if you're ready for another big trading day, and that's gonna be huge. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Welcome. And I'm looking at here for another wave of move that you guys can see here. We'll be looking at that entry opportunity here in this market. All right, so let's first look at the current market condition here. I would like to see some feedback, some input from you guys. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Following from Nairobi, thank you. Evening. Today is early close. No problem. We can have other instrument, and also you can keep the education. Also, if you guys looked at that, we have also can look at for if you look at that, the market is currently in a significant trend that you can see at that level, and which is very important to look at to see overall market direction. So what you are looking at here, the moment good day, welcome. Please, what happened to our music? Can you play it again? It makes us know we are connected, and no music seems connecting live. No mute. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely appreciate that. We'll be on and off, just to focus on the trade at the moment. That's why sometimes music got a little bit of distraction. Sometimes it's very soothing, just to make it little um, more of focused. Okay, we are looking at here on forex.com now. What we can see, guys, here the market from the intraday perspective, the price action is approaching the support area, right, which is a very important support level that you can see. And as the market is approaching that support, what we can see the price action, this is currently an uptrend. You can see the daily chart, just the market is between this daily 20 EMA and also 10 EMA, and this candle I'm giving a very high importance. You look at that, this is the resistance line, and as the market is coming to this key level, the bias here is bullish. All right, now the most important part, this is what I tell that triple W trading. All right, triple W trading. Now the triple W trading is when you have which direction. All right, so these are the fundamental questions that one must ask when you are looking at trading, right? When you are looking at trading, these are the most important question that one must ask, is to look at that trading to see that overall direction in the market. All right, so overall market trend from the intraday perspective, that if you look at, it's showing that it is an uptrending market structure overall, and we say the market is in this direction, which is moving here. If you look at that overall in a major direction of the flow. Now, before we look at the final directional bias in the market, also you have to look at that where overall the market is heading, right? So this is the key level that you can see at this zone, which is in fact what I would say that it's a high volatility and buying area, right? From the 1 hour perspective head, you can see there is a consolidation pattern at this level. Now this consolidation is key because with this consolidation, what you could see, the market structure breaking below can create that upside bias, right? And the way the price action has formed along this area, what you can see that this is a complete one single move. Now looking at, also you can use the multiple confluence to see that overall pullback. So you can see the market initially tested this 38 to 50% zone and shows a strong reaction back to the upside, right? Now with this reaction back towards the upside on gold, shows that the market structure is in this area to be here and potentially an upside movement. Now this is, I'm at 30 minutes chart where the market is approaching the 30 minutes 20 EMA that you can see, and also the 15 minutes the market just below the 15 minutes 20 EMA, which shows that this is the current dynamic level of support at that level that you can see. All right, so this dynamic support level, all right, this is a dynamic support level, is a board pattern, and with this movement that you can see the price action to have if you look at, this is the zone that the market might be having potentially a bounce back to the upside. So if we enter the trade from breakup structure, so you can see this is a board pattern. What we are looking at here, a breakup structure of that, and once we can see the market has broken off that structure, we can look for that bias back to the upside of this breakup structure. And that's what, if you look at the 4 hour, then you can see the market at this support area, which is showing that there is a reaction of that level. And because there is a bias here and that level, there is an imbalance is back to the upside, right? So along the area that the momentum, what can you see here? There was once the market crossed over from both 10 and 20 EMA, the market has created a stronger impulse, followed by, see how the market created the pullback. There is a flag pattern here, and off that flag pattern, the market has broken back below, created a clean inverted head and shoulder that we have opened our previous trade. And with that inverted head and shoulder, the market has crossed that leg below of that. And with this crossing that leg below, the market has entirely rejected back to the upside for potentially another move back in the major direction of the trend. So therefore, if you look at this level here, this is a breakup structure, and with this breakup structure, the market has created a new lower low, and we are looking at for the market to retest and then to retest back again to the upside to create a new higher high. Now you can see the market slowly trying to break that low, and this break below is important because this is what I'm looking at. So if we enter here, where should be our stop loss? Look at this one here. The recent level of low is 4161. So what do you want to see here? That the market is approaching this breakup structure and then potentially coming near to that level. The previous support that you can see, the market has tested 4160. Now with that support, as the market has tested the 4160 level, coming down below or around this area can create a buying opportunity here. Now, if we enter, for example, why I'm not entering at this level is because if we enter at this level of entry, where the chances that the market could, if you look at that, if let's say we entered here at this level, and with this entry, that there will be a gap here that we need to take the stop loss, right? Which is around 112 p. But if we enter at this level, then our stop loss has to be below this low, which is still a high possibility to break and then going to the stop loss. And that is why what we are looking at here is that the market, we are waiting for the price action to come even lower here. So if we can enter, okay, if we can enter at the level or near to the level where we are supposed to place the stop loss, then we can take an additional zone here for a stop loss level. Now, if we look at this 1 hour price action, and from the 8-year perspective, that you can see the market is currently at 100 and if you look at this 100 and let's see the 8-year value where the market is nearly 160 pip ATR from the 1 hour time frame with comparatively lower volatility. All right, so if you see that the market has moved towards that lower time frame support area with this liquidity grab, that I will be looking for a possible buy entry to the upside. So in that plan, in that trading plan that I'm looking at for TP1, still I haven't entered, but the plan here is that we will be setting the TP1 at 4195, and we can look at the TP2 at around 4219 or above this level, which is the weekly resistance line, right? So this is the weekly resistance. If the market shows a stronger bullish bias, we can look for that, for the market to go ahead and hit that level. However, I'm still open to the possibility for breaking below as well. Why? Because this is the weekend, right? Now you can see the weekly move. There is a rejection, but it's still the market is not showing a still there isn't break of this weekly resistance. So we keep open mind for both direction. If the market shows significant rejection at this level, we can look at a short-term buy opportunity for this profit target at that level for the TP1, and then we can look at for if you look at that for further profit at TP2 levels. Are you guys with me? Let me know in the live chat. So let's have some music here. Thank you. Let me know if you can hear the music. Is the music on? Thank you for your support to the channel. Absolutely. Good afternoon, calling from Nairobi. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Now look, this is Friday, okay, and we know that there is bank holiday. The market might remain little slower, but what do you want to do? We had our previous session, a trade that we have opened wasn't incredible. The market has moved. Now what do you want to do, guys? Here you see that you want to make the last trade memorable trade, right? And if you look at the market here from the bigger picture, that the trend is significantly bullish, right? And with that bullish trend, why we are waiting then now? You see that, let me delete all this level. This is called the beginner mindset. Now beginner mindset is important in everything, right? Anything you do, you need a beginner mindset. Let's get into the zone here. Okay, now beginner mindset is where you open your mind to the possibility of starting again, right? Everything. Now in trading, beginner mindset, Friday on Friday. Look, in trading, keep in mind, guys, in trading, beginner mindset is very important. Why? Because the chart is a dynamic zone, constantly changing, okay, constantly changing, evolving, creating a new one, right? Every moment there is a new thing. So I consider charts is like an universe, right? Constantly creating something new. Now if you look at that on the chart, it's constantly evolving. Therefore every moment the chart is becoming something new. So if you attach to what happened 2 hours ago, then you might not be able to see the clear picture in the market. And that is why I always keep a beginner mindset to see the market. Let's forget about everything. We have won the trade. We have won the trade in the previous London session, and we are looking for another entry in this session. So what we are looking at here, look at this lower time frame, the 15 minutes price section. We already have looked at the analysis. Now usually what I pay attention, let me tell you guys, this is my secret. Now I'm sharing with you, and I'm sure that either you are trading gold, BTC USD, Euro dollar, British pound, US dollar, dollar yen, anything, same principle, right? There is only one principle, and that's what you can apply in everywhere, because all instrument is traded by the same kind of people. So there is a same kind of psychology. Look at this one here. You don't need a lot of things. Okay, see this one here. What do you see? In our previous trade, this is a manipulation lag. Okay, you need to look at this one here. What do you see next? See this one here. Okay, there is a pattern here. Pattern is everything. I will explain later. One single move, breaking the support, buying pressure. You need nothing to understand it. Let me tell you. Ask why. That the reasoning, right? Reasoning is the highest form of understanding something, because you know, with the current artificial intelligence and the human being, the difference only is reasoning. Okay, artificial intelligence can logic very, very well, even better than human being. Okay, why? Because logic means, if you go to the logic, it's basically maths. Okay, in fact artificial intelligence is built based on maths. You can't do program without maths, right? Logic means maths, but the reason is not defined by any mathematics. Reason is abstract. So the maths is a number, it's concrete, right? But the reason is abstract. So when you look at the reasoning, that's where you become better than an artificial intelligence who are trading in the market. So let's look at the reason. Why did, if you ask yourself one question, why did the market gone up? Because there is a strong buying happen. All right. So that means there is a lot of buying happen, not a lot of people, but the bigger volume. Probably one person bought, but there is a huge volume in that movement. Now, when you see the market breaks like that, it breaks like this, and you can see the similar kind of pattern, it moves like that. All right, two things. Another thing happening is that it created a higher low. What that mean to you? That it creates a higher low. That means whenever coming down the next time, the buyers got more interested to it. They didn't let it come here. So therefore, in the third pattern, what do you see here? There is another impulse. But interestingly, there is one single clue that you can see in three of them, this leg becoming shorter and shorter. Three of them similar kind of break, but the leg became shorter and shorter. However, you can see that top also becoming lower and lower. That means that the buyers is still not getting very strong, but there is a buying happening. Therefore, very high chance that this market will have another break below, and that can be in between any of this, and that is a buy area potentially. So therefore, here that I am looking at, potential buy zone is this, at that level, nearly at this level. Okay, so if you look at that, this is the buy zone, potential buy zone. And once we can see the market has, but not only that, you want to see like this, one single breakout to the key level. Once you can see the market has broken that buy zone or near to the buy zone with like this, one single move back to the support, we can look for go long. That's our plan. And then we can look at our profit target, the first one at this level. And if it goes higher, we can look for further. I'll be back, guys, in just a moment. Got ready for it. Oh, cool. Agree, sir. Me not early entry. Friday. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, so this is what our potential buy zone, as you want to see two criteria here to fulfill, is to drop to that key level with one single move that we can look at on 5 minutes or 15 minutes or other time frame, break below with a one single move to this support area, and then to give us a potential confirmation for entry. And in that case, we can look at the stop loss around 1.58 year or 2.8 year, and that can give us that possibility to move up here in this market. Thank you. already. So you can see the market here at that level here showing up to be this is a multiple liquidity zone at that zone here, which is showing up that the market structure might be here creating that structure and can give that momentum back to the upside in this area here on XAUUSD. So this is a very important zone that we are looking at here for the price action to break below, and with that break below it can create that momentum as soon as we can see the price action confirms here. The next thing that we need is patience, waiting patiently for that entry to come to us. Welcome. So if you look at that, quite a few long wick narrow candlestick pattern which might be creating here that trading opportunity, and breaking below, this is what we are talking about, that there is a move and breaking below can create a liquidity. So because this is a current level of lower time frame trend line, and breaking from the trend line is where the market become an imbalance. Okay, so imbalance is very important to understand. If you understand that imbalance, that's where you start to see a very clear picture. Okay, why it's so important, guys? If you want to be really a good trader, understanding the market movement, the key is to understand the imbalance, where things are at the moment. And how you can understand the imbalance is to understand that what is balance, right? If you understand what is balance, then you can understand what is imbalance. So if you look at this level, that you can see there is a narrow green candle. The market might be potentially coming here back to break that support, can create a new lower low, and this is where we are looking at this imbalance. And once we can see the imbalance, where we are looking at for this price action to concentrate back below, and then to give it a possible buy opportunity here in this area. Okay, we can see here the market at that level showing that there might be still a potentially downside bias here, and with this downside momentum we are looking to see the price action to have if you look at that level to create a movement. Now until we see the market has grabbed the liquidity, we are not here in anything. We'll be waiting for the price action to show up, break that low, grab the liquidity, and then to create that momentum back towards the upside in this area. We'll see where the market is heading. If you look at that overall market trend, there is a liquidity sweep at this level where 10 and 20 EMA exponential moving averages, and with this 10 and 20 EMA that you can see that the price has crossed this both 10 and 20 EMA. You can see this is what you can see at this level. This price action is showing short-term downside. I'm not selling here, but you can see the price action might be here creating a bearish trend continuation here in this market. So let's see that where it is heading. And in the meantime, if you're enjoying the live session, make sure you like this stream and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I am posting every day, which is the key to look at to take your trading to the next level, right? Which is very important to look at, guys. This is where that you can see the market is slowly breaking out of the structure, can create an entirely downtrending move that you can see here at that level. It's a full body rejection on this lower time frame that might be tempted to sell, which if you look at that the trend is still bullish, so I'm not looking at any kind of sell, but still the market can create some downside momentum. Our plan here is to buy zone, to buy in that buy zone. Now if we are even wrong, that's fine. This is our plan to come to the buy zone, and if we see that enough confirmation, we need to see the enough price action confirmation for this buy in that market, and that's what we are looking at here in this market. Thank you very much, and let's see that how the price action plays out. Based on that, we will be entering into the trade. So if you look at, this is the buy zone, and at that buy zone what we can expect is that the price action to break that low, create a liquidity sweep, and then to return again back in the major direction of the flow, major direction of the trend. And that's what we are at. That's where we are at, looking at that price action confirmation here in this market. So there is a liquidity sweep and the market slowly creating a downside momentum. And what we need to look at here, guys, is that the price action to break that support area and then to create new momentum in this area. And that's where you will be able to see that price action confirmation here, an entry opportunity after the market confirms you that there is a rejection. The key to look at is to look at the key level, is to look at the price action when there is a liquidity in the market. All right, so we are seeing that, and we are seeing that movement which is creating that pressure at that level, which is very important to look at, guys. And this is what we are looking at here in this market to give us an entry opportunity, and then we will be looking at that's a liquidity sweep that you can see. Once we can see a confirmation of the liquidity sweep, we'll be able to look at an entry here in this market. Okay, you can see that breaking that low, which is showing up that the market might be here coming to the area of imbalance. And once you can see the market coming to the area of imbalance, where we are looking at that entry opportunity here in this market. Once you see the price has deepened further, this is the zone where we are looking at for this market to come down here, to break, and then to fill that imbalance. And with that imbalance here, we are looking at the market to show its pattern, right? This is the zone that we are looking at here in this area to give a buying opportunity here in this market. So getting the downside that you can see of this level, which is creating that bearish pressure at that level. So you can see this is a zone where there is an area of imbalance, and as we are planning for that, for the market to come down and to fill that area of imbalance, this is where you are looking at that the market to show and then create a pattern that can, if you look at that, give us an entry opportunity. All right, so what's your bias? I would like to start with the pool here, and also let us know where you are from, kindly where you are at, and what time is our trading schedule. What is your bias on gold? What is your bias on gold today? Is that number 2 is bearish. Okay, thank you. Day trading with tight SO. Okay, moving down here. So getting the downside here in this market, and which is, if you look at that overall, neutral. So how many of you, Kevin, neutral? Anyone has a bias here today in this market? We see that drop down. Now I will be, and this is the daily chart. Now, I will not be giving with the fact that the market, if you look at this move, it was a one single move here, but now this is there was a pullback. Okay, now if the market not breaking in a particular way, we might see that, because this is where the price action is bearish, and in that area that can signal for the downside here. Okay, and I will be also interested to look for short-term scalping, and I'm open to trade in any direction whenever the market shows that kind of price action, right? That's where the key is. We need to look at that the market structure giving us that the price action confirmation, which is in multiple directional bias. Okay, so if you look at here from this key level, that you can see at that level the market has created the liquidity and then drop back down in that direction, right? So with that drop back down, as the market maintaining the downtrending market, we here now it may come back at least to this support, which is 61 pip. Now for me, if the market goes up for this pullback here at that level, we will be looking at that sell opportunity in this area here in this market. Okay, we'll look to see that how far the market reaches, and based on that we can look at that entry opportunity here in this market. Okay, no trade, that's fine, you can stay out for trade for a day, but I love to trade. We had one earlier today, and I love to open few more positions today as soon as the market shows. Here is a short-term move possible at that moment that you can see the market is trending at that level. Okay, this is a quick trading guide that we might be able to take, but to take this 1 minute chart trading here, that looking forward to see the market to create, first of all, a breakup structure. We saw one here, and then to create another one, to drop down again for another wave of drop here in this market, and this is what we are looking at in this area. All right, so we'll be looking to see how we can find that entry, and I'm open to enter anytime whenever the market gives us that entry opportunity in this market. So here at this level there you can see this is a at the moment it's now pushing high for a pullback, and that pullback is what we can look at the entry here, okay, which is very important to see that overall trending direction, overall zone that you could see the market to give you that entry opportunity here. Now, okay, so this is what that the price action is approaching at that level. Music off. Okay, you mean should I off, or you want to turn on music because you see off? It's your bias. Okay, now lower time frame, we see that there is a lag here. Okay, now at this moment I'm considering it a lower time frame downtrend. Keep in mind, guys, we see the buy zone here. All right, we're still in a buy zone, but we're considering lower time frame trend. I always keep thinking that way, not in one direction. That's why you see that our trade goes a very high win rate, is because of that reason. Okay, because of that reason, and which is very important to look at. Let me tell you how you can keep trading like that, by developing an outstanding trading psychology. This is what I emphasize, very important. This is less emphasized by many traders. Okay, how can you develop unbreakable trading psychology? One question, one answer. Let me tell you what it is. Not only in trading psychology, in every aspect in your life is, let me tell you what it is. You will get surprised with that word because it's not related to anything. It's called the intention. This is where you will develop that trading psychology. Keep in mind that intention, very few people talk about it. Keep in mind that with intention, you can live your rest of your life anywhere in the world, in any condition, untouchable. Let me give you the secret. All right, and write it down. No matter where you are, who you are, keep that mind. Intention is, let me give you a precise example and then you can understand that what it is. Let's say a man sitting on a stone here, or on a somewhere standing up. Okay, there's another man, little bit pushed him, and there is a road here. There's a speed bike going, you know, the bike, there's a two bike. The bike is coming, like the pedal bike, not the motorbike. Let's say pedal bike is coming, and that man pushed him in front of the bike, the man A. There's another scenario, same person. Okay, a man standing, the other man is here. Okay, and then there is a bike is going and he pushed him. Okay, try to understand what I'm telling. Little bit push. In both cases, this man also got little injured here, not better injured. This man also got injured. Okay, this is, let's say, banana A, and this is banana B. Have you read this the story? So this is banana A, this is banana B. For the same task, banana A has got rewarded. Okay, and banana B has got, let's say, not rewarded, or disrewarded, misrewarded. Okay, same task. How can that be possible? Think about that. So therefore, action is not important. For the same action, try to understand logically and non-logically. This one analogy can change your life. For the same action, same results. One man got rewarded, the other man got, discouraged, or let's say, ridiculed. How does this? So therefore, the action is not important, because if action is important, for the same action, same result, there should have been same outcome. But two completely different outcome for the same action, same pattern, same outcome, same results, but two different scenario or outcome. And it's due to the intention. Okay? Now, how does that you can apply in the current world? What could happen that this man got rewarded, there is a car coming, and he wanted to save that man falling in front of the car. So he pushed him, he got in front of the bike. But if he didn't push him, then he would fall in front of the car. In this situation where he just wanted to injure that man, so he pushed him in front of the bike. Same action, same man, same scenario, but two different results because of the intention. All right? And once your intention is higher and very important, you know that clear intention, no matter what you do, nothing can touch that because of the intention. So keep a very clear intention. Know that why you are doing, why you are saying. Otherwise, if your intention is very clear, it's gonna be like a very sharp. And in trading is very, very important, okay? If you are a trader, then it's very, very important, because in trading is a hard job. Anything that requires a harder task, you need to have a clear intention, set the intention, and then keep acting. Okay, that's why the trading psychology is so important to look at. Now, let's go to that task here in this area. With this movement that the market has dropped to that level, and with this zone here, the market on a pullback. Now with this pullback, that you can see the price is testing the support, which is turn resistance. Okay. Now, we are saying that this is a narrow pullback zone. And with this narrow pullback zone, we are looking at the market to come back and then to give us an entry. However, if we see that the market is approaching that level, once the market break that high, we can look for that sell entry in this area. See that where it is heading. Let's have some music on, and then we'll go to the next one. where sell zone we are looking at here. And once you can see the market has tested that level, we will be looking at that entry opportunity at a key area of value. So with that red long candle, the market in a zone where what I think is not showing now a very strong sell. That means that the volume has slowed down. The question is, how long do you know the trading hour? I forgot it. How long the market is open? Where is sell in place? Okay, so here is we are looking at not yet sell, so we might be seeing the market has come back here to our buy zone. So I'm looking at this. If you look at the 4 hour, let's deal with these levels. It's difficult to see sometime. And the 4 hour candlestick pattern is, this is the 30 minutes price action, and I would say that I'm looking at, I'll be interested to go potentially long here rather than sell. You see that the drop is not very strongly bearish, so that means that the buyers will be interested here, still here. And I'm just planning not entering, so please don't enter yet. I'm entering, I'll let you know, guys. So here is the 4 hour low is at this level. The market is basically creating potentially head and shoulder, double bottom, W formation. Let's see that here, and the recent high is at this level. So here I will be opening buy, but there will be two profit target. Okay, so one at this level, there is a market might get close, so we might not keep very long holding. One is here, the other one is weekend. So there will be half risk. Okay, one will be TP1 and the TP2 will be at this level. So that means that I will be opening two positions, smaller risk, so that we can keep both positions. One will be closed at the TP target 1 with a smaller risk. Okay. Stop loss here at 4159.64. all right, and take profit 1 will be 4185.92. This is take profit 1, smaller risk. There will be another one also with take profit 2. It's a buying by market. So I'll make a separate Zoom session over the weekend for the TP1 and TP2, how you guys can set up those TP1 and TP2 for future entries. So TP2 I'm setting at 4237.78. all right, so we'll see that where it is heading. And if you look at the market here, it's getting some reaction of that 30 minutes candle close, also the 4 hour candle close coming. See that if the market is having the reaction or showing bearish in the last candle, that the market has created that movement. Few liquidity sweep along the way. Now just created the downside. So if you look at that now, okay, so what you can see that at this level, the market is creating that clearer structure at this level, and this move, the lower time frame move here was little unexpected, but let's see that if it is actually planning for a break below. These days the market is really unpredictable, but we'll see that where it is heading. And I have gone according to the plan. Our plan is to go long, so we created the trend, especially the higher trend that you can see 4 hour, the 4 hour price action that you can see here, which is that before the candle close, still they're looking to see the market to react back again, because you see there is a stronger buying now. At least what I think, that price to go ahead again to grab the liquidity at TP1, and if the market goes to grab the liquidity at TP1, we can take the first trade out and then moving the stop loss at entry. And I always hesitate to trade against the trend. The rest is leaving it on the market to see what's happening. All right, so let's see, wait to see. So we look at along this area, very tight stop loss. So looking at the 30 minutes, okay, and the 5 minutes candle close with another long bearish red candle. We'll see that what kind of market structure it is forming. So few narrow long wick doji that you can see at this level, and now the 4-hour close again, trying to see that it's creating a doji pattern at this level. Even if the market breaks below, I will be looking at again buy from that break. It's still there is a possibility for pushing back higher from the bigger picture. And for me, what I think the market at least to go back again to retest this key level before it, if it going for a change of trend, that the market to, because there is already a breakup trend line here, right? So this is the trend line which has broken, and with this breakup trend line, the market is most likely to go ahead and create that bias. It's on a important support area. We'll see that where it is heading. All right, so getting them reaction at that level here, that shows that liquidity sweep in this area. All right, so the market slowly showing some bias. So if you look at that, there's quite a few long doji candlestick pattern here at that level, right? Which is creating some momentum at that level. few long wick candlestick pattern formation. So here that the market structure shows some bias here at that level. We're going to see some movement. If it breaks below, that might be here coming, but so we see the market here at this support area. So there's liquidity here. So from support level here, that looking to see the market to have that rejection back in that area. So you look at this is a very important key zone here that we're looking to see the market to show its bias. And we're getting a very critical level. So we are progressing towards the sessions volume. Now this weekend we can see another candle close. This is the 15 minutes one, and with this 15 minutes closed, it's important to see that how the price action is forming. See some buying coming here at that level. 4160, then profitable upthink. Thank you. Potential upthink. Please explain. You said small time frame is very, but you are buying. I'm trying to understand. Okay, very good point. The small time frame was bearish, but what you can see that, you know, if I sell at that level, we have a very smaller gap that we can take to the profit target, right? If you look at, you see that my profit target is way big. So we can, if you look at the smaller time frame, that where there is a smaller gap at this level. Now the reason buying is because the overall trend is bullish. So even the market going to retest this support from this range, we still have a high possibility to win here. Okay, if we took this trade from here, that's gonna be very smaller move. And also if you look at this, when I have opened, this is the 5-minute chart, price action is important. Up to here the market created the price action, right? What do you see? In more often this kind of market structure just keep bouncing off to the upside. More often you'll see that it's gonna keep pushing higher. In our previous trade also, so the price from the support usually create this kind of false breaker and bounce off that level. And but we'll see that now. Okay, we'll see that now at that level. Okay, have you opened any trade? You go, man. You know, we can change direction. Still, the trade is very small. But the thing will happen is that if we change direction, more likely the market will start to bounce again. Okay. So there is a 4-hour candle close coming that you can see, and more often from the 4-hour perspective, this is a bullish market. So if you look at our stop loss from the previous low, which is around 10 pip below to this support, and I'll keep the same level here. Probably we can move few pip down for giving a room for possible reaction again. Okay, at that level here. And potentially some volume coming here, and there is a candle close coming also. The 4-hour chart, if you look at that overall, it's testing the 200 EMA. Or what time frame 200 EMA? What time frame 200 EMA? Okay, so you can see slowly building its momentum at that level. Okay, some key zone that we will be looking at here. Spike coming, which direction? Can you share? Slowly creating some momentum at that level, and so yeah, there is still possibility for a spike up to go back to the support, because the 4-hour candle close coming in few minutes. And if the 4-hour candle is closing as a doji, which is from the trend perspective is still in an uptrend, right? I've traded the trend, the rest is in the market. created here an inverted head and shoulder that might create a bias at that level that if you look at, and that's why looking to see potential move up because there is a long-term uptrend. If the market will go back to this previous resistance line, be able to see that the market to go back again and nearly to 140 pip in that area. So the 4-hour candle close coming, and so the candle close on the 4-hour, and session closed. So there is session closed, and with the session close, the key points to look at how the market is going to play out here at this level. All right, so here is what you can see. Is that it's in a very key zone here. Look like the selling pressure, but we'll see that what's happening. There's no news, right? PMI, it's not a high impact. Yeah, I think even if the market come down back below, if you look at this is the 1 hour 20 EMA, which is the London's low, London session's low, is still the market has a potential for bounce back again to the upside. Okay, it might just break below and then can move up again to the upside. So very high chance for another move back to the upside. The market so far shows that price action. Creating some bias, right? They might try to bounce back up here. Again, 1 hour support. Market might break below here. So it might break the low and then can move back up. I'll not be moving the stop loss. So once we see the price, if you look at that, this is 1 hour 20 EMA. If the price breaks the low here, we can look for again re-entry. This is the plan. Still on the trade. Look like that we might see the break of support. We'll be looking at the next attempt to enter. Re-entry at 4156 we'll be looking to see after the 1 hour retest. Okay, will be re-entry below here from the 1 hour 20 EMA below. Once the market breaks that low, I think most likely we'll see that breakdown. 4160. Okay. Just tested the 1 hour 20 EMA. Just testing for to see that where is the daily. Okay, not entering. So market looks very unpredictable at the moment. It has okay, so here's, if you look at that, that's a support area, and with this support level that the market is most likely to retest and then return again. You can see this just going back again after triggering that liquidity. Just going back again. So what you can see that is just broken that liquidity zone, and So market is bullish, but it's too extended. This is what you can see, that market is overall trend is bullish. It's, you look at that, the market just broken that low, and okay, I'll be going for another long position of this level, stop loss below this level here, and we'll be again targeting to that this one as take profit target 1, the take profit target 2 here that we have set in our previous one, with the same stop loss below this level, which is look at that, very tight stop loss, nearly to 100 pip. And that's a second trade that we will be entering. Stop loss here at 4153.64, and take profit target here that we will be setting at 4185.83, 4185.83. Thank you. So this is a I'm setting up here 2 trades. Thank you. And where if you look at that so I'll be setting two profit target. One is at 4218.14. So once you can secure one trade, you can move the stop loss at entry. Okay, so if you look at the market extended below, which is in an uptrend, so I'm remaining still in the direction of the trend and looking to see the market to bounce back again to the major direction of the trend. So here is what you can see, that the market trend, we have seen that there was a break of structure and then the price action has reacted off that. Now second trade on both of them and buy. Shari is still on the trade. I opened second position, buy position at that level. So if you look at, there is a long wick candle at that level again, and so that long wick represents two things. One is the buying happen, the other one is a wick fill. So there is I think there is some news that we can look at for the current movement. The dollar slips 0.3% against the yen, with USD JPY trading 160.57. US on Russia made stage attack in Poland to test NATO reports. Iranian parliament speaker, we will not allow the United States to enter the Strait of Hormuz. Some of the, if you look at that, Francis Maulin, his jobless seeker giving up. Okay. So you look at, there is a long wick here. Now, if the market feels such a big long wick, that's gonna be really long, unusual move that I would say the market. Okay, getting some reaction of that level. So you might see a reversal. How many of you think that it's gonna be reversal here? This might be seeing that reversal here. It's pushing up. Thank you. And we might see that if you look at this one successfully going up, we'll be able to see 232 pip move back to the upside. picking up at that level. Thank you. Let's see what it is. We can myself just deliver 100% pip and just wait to see. Okay. We'll see that if you look at the market slowly creating that momentum that can keep that price pushing higher at that level. So if you look at that, the price action has broken that lower shadow of this 1 hour level, and so the market has reached a zone where if you look at that, the market might be creating an inverted head and shoulder. We are looking at a little break. We'll be back on zone. What is your entry? My entry here at 4160, which is running in at the moment, running in some profit. Now we want to see that actually the market shows so far a potentially upside momentum here, and there is a rejection, so they're expecting the market to potentially go ahead and creating a new higher high. But if you look at that here, 1 hour candle so far, we saw that reaction of this 1 hour 20 EMA, and this is an uptrending market. If successfully the market bounce off this level, if you look at that here, this is where there is a TP1, the market might, that continue to rise here and then can continue to go back again to the TP2 as well. Because looking lacking recently. So we are seeing some upside bias, which is really interesting to see that the market is maintaining. We're looking to see some more. Thank you. Made a short video on couple of yeah. So basically, now volume little drop. That's what happened. volume little drop, but let's see that in the middle or end there might be volume coming again. Let's have some volume in the music that might create some vibrational movement. improvement here. Now we can see some improvement of the market. You look at that, the price slowly breaking back to the upside here. heading back to the upside, which is good for us to see that the market is maintaining its momentum. Okay, so you're running some good profit, which is good to see that the market is heading in that direction. And I believe you guys also ready for a big move here in this market. So we'll be looking to see that where the price action is heading. And I'm really excited to take this one, the TP1 first. And then we can also hold for the TP2. Now, at the moment, if you look at the market has reached around 88 pip from where we have started our entry. Thank you very much. Not enough volume. Yep, we can see that. And the market is, if you look at it, it might, for the TP2, might go to the next week if you want to hold on to that. And, but I will be holding for the TP2. Because what might happen is that if you see the weekly, if the market later today had a breakout, next week even open with a gap, can go up or can come down. So I would say that it's worth holding, because more often at the end, because this is the weekend, and also the like almost a new monthly candlestick pattern. There can be volume. Hi everyone, thank you. There can be volume in it. So that said, from this support area, the market can, if you look at that here, react back to the upside here. That can go to that level. There is a area of value. You might see that momentum in this area here on gold. So let's finger cross for this. Patience is key, as I always tell you guys. You'll see that more often you need to be patient for a trade to enter. All right, so here we can see that the market can create that momentum back in that area. um, sharing here, move that big below, back above. Here in that area, the market might be showing that potential momentum back to the upside, can create that pressure here to go back to the key level of resistance. This is our first profit target, and I want to take that, guys, to the next level, to the second profit target, and potentially going higher here to create a new higher high in this market. We are on a buy trade. We are on a buy trade. So the volume drops, and what I'm going to do, guys, I will be exiting the half profit, the first half, and that means that the TP1 I will be taking. I will be running the TP2. I'll keep the running TP2. So that being said, traders, it is almost quite a bit on Friday, and I believe you guys enjoyed. We had a one trade, didn't work out, the other one has come out exactly. And thank you for joining here. It was an incredible session with all of you. I'm looking forward to see you again tomorrow trading live. Until then, stay well, stay happy. Thank you.